Hey Shadows, how's it going? Shadowstick here. Just thought I'd quickly make this update. This little update, just an add-on. No real introduction, no real anything legitimacy to it, really. I just wanted to make an update, updating you on what's been going on, because, you know, a lot of my stuff is pre-recorded. So a lot of the stuff that I usually say in those videos is pretty old, if you think about it. You know, other than, like, when I say I'm pre-recording this on the day so-and-so, it's October the 17th, by the way, and I'm updating you on stuff that happened then, but, like, you won't be getting it for, like, another month or so, so it's really kind of weird, and I apologize for that, but that's just the way life goes, really. But anyway, yeah, so the update, so hopefully if it all goes to plan, I'll be able to edit this and upload this pretty much straight away on the same night, you know, so it doesn't take too long, hopefully. So if it won't be released on the Monday today, then it will be released on the Tuesday, early mornings of Tuesday. But anyway, so the stuff I wanted to talk about. Now, my good friend John117 recently got the Gears of War 4 Xbox One S, and the amazing brother from another mother that he is, if you're watching this, thanks bro, again, even though I've thanked him a million times, he gave me his 1TB standard Xbox One, and I'm fucking stoked about it. I'm fucking happy. I'm so fucking grateful that I have such a good friend like that. I'm even able to use my Halo 5 Guardians thingy that I got from the Halo 5 launch party now to hold it. Let me just bring it up. Yeah. Ba-ba. So thank you very much to John117, such a good friend. And the reason I'm telling you about that is because at some point soon, hopefully, I'll be getting a bunch of Xbox One games, like Dark Souls 3, of course, Destiny. I want to get the Rise of Iron collection so that I can get all the add-ons instead of just buying the original. I'm going to get some Titanfall. I'm going to get some Overwatch. I really want to try that game. There's a bunch of other games I really want to try on the Xbox One, you know, so I'm very happy that my mate was able to get me this, and I really appreciate it. You have no idea how much I appreciate it and how grateful I am for it. It means the world to me. So on that note, at some point, hopefully, the day I'm filming this anyway, I've got a job at the moment. Hopefully I can hold on to this one, but I've got a job at the moment. I won't tell you what it is, really, unless you know me personally. You know what my job is, but yeah, pretty much I have a job now, and so I can start being able to buy games and other stuff like that. But the reason I'm mentioning the Xbox One is because I don't have a capture card to record the Xbox One. I thought my HD PVR would work, but I need an extra piece, like an extra component adapter, because the Xbox One doesn't have component cables, only has HDMI, so I'd have to get this special kind of adapter that will let you record with an HDMI cable. So instead of doing that, I'm just going to get a separate gaming capture system for my Xbox One so that I can kind of switch back and forth without having to unplug and replug shit, you know. So I'm going to be hopefully getting at some point an Elgato, a gaming capture one. Don't know when I'll be able to get it. They're roughly, in New Zealand dollars, they're roughly around 225, I think, or 222 or 227, roughly around the 200 and something New Zealand dollars. So I want to get an Elgato at some point, and then what that means is I can start recording some Xbox One testers. I've got quite a few Xbox One testers here. I even managed to get Slender Arrival for free from John. I also got the Halo Master Chief Collection from John. So I got Halo's 1 anniversary, 2 anniversary, 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo 4, and even Halo 5 Guardians on the Xbox One. I also managed to get Rocket League as well, so I got some extra stuff that kind of was downloaded that I can already use, because you can have that kind of share game system, which is really awesome. So yeah, Slender Arrival's on there, so I want to do a video on that. Someone's wanted me to do a video on that. There's some other games like Fallout 4. Someone's been wanting me to do a Fallout 4. Doom 3. I think I'll just do on the 360. I might even do the new Doom game as well, make that a video. And Shadow of Mordor, I heard that it's way better on the Xbox One because it was ported to the 360, so there's a lot more to the game on the Xbox One version, so I'll be getting that. And yeah, there's just a bunch of games. I even want to get XCOM 2, like the latest XCOM that came out. It recently was released for Xbox One and PS4, so I really want to get that. Also, at some point, when I save up enough money, I want to get a PS4 so I can get Bloodborne and The Last of Us and Beyond Two Souls and Until Dawn and yeah, all those cool games as well to make testers of those. And I'll probably share the Elgato between the PS4 and the Xbox One. And then until the whole pog breaks, or like, you know, is out of date or it doesn't work anymore or anything like that, then I will replace it with, I'll probably either use the Elgato or just get something else, I don't know. We'll see what happens when we actually get there. But yeah, so I can't do any of the Xbox One games with golds at the moment either, due to no capture card being able to record this stuff. I do have Assassin's Creed Chronicles, China Chronicles or whatever it's called, the one in China, because it was for free. But I can't make a video on any of the Xbox One games with golds just yet because I don't have a capture card. Also, that's pretty much it on the Xbox One news. So as soon as I get an Elgato, I'm going to concentrate on buying the Elgato first, then I'll start buying some Xbox One games. I'm trying to 100% a few of my disc copies of Xbox 360 games so I can trade those in and get a little bit money off some EB games, like some Xbox One games. So as soon as I get that capture card and as soon as I get some games, then we can start capturing the Xbox. I'm not too sure when that will be though. And then at some point I'll buy PS4. Again, not too sure when that will be. Probably when I finish course, and if I still got the job by when I finish course, I'll be jumping into full-time work, so that means I'll be earning a lot more, so I'll hopefully be able to afford one then. Other than, you know, tattoo stuff. That stuff's a little bit more important at the moment than gaming stuff. And yeah, and then on other news, on really an update, is that I was going to, okay, so a while back we had this assignment we had to do in class, and I apparently did pretty well, and the teacher pretty much let us have a game of our choice on our Steam wishlist, and I chose Subnautica. Now, I fucking love Subnautica. I've watched Jacksepticeye play it, I've watched Markiplier play it, fucking love that game a lot, but unfortunately, due to my unfortunateness of having a Mac, Subnautica is on Mac, and I do have it, but it's very slow. Renders really slowly. Even at the lowest resolution, it still lags, and it's still quite cutty and jumpy. So I had recorded like a 40-minute episode of me playing Subnautica for the very first time, my very first reaction to the game, and all that jazz, but the audio didn't record. Even my face, because of how fucking choppy the gaming capture was, it was also chopping my game, my face cam as well. So everything was just fucking utter shit, and I didn't really want to put that up as a video, so I thought to myself, I'll just delete it, and then someday I will get Subnautica when I eventually have enough money to get a better PC. Now, for those PC gamers out there who are just like, get a PC instead of this Xbox and all that, and PS4, I'm more of a console gamer than a PC gamer. So I want to focus on tattoos mainly. I want to get my tattoos finished, get my capture system for my Xbox One, get a PS4 because consoles mean more, and there's a lot more titles that are exclusive, and a lot more titles that I personally like that are exclusive to the consoles than the PC. So once I get all that, then I'll start saving up money for a decent PC. And if you are complaining about that, you fucking buy me a PC then, you know? If you're bitching about it too much, then you buy me a PC, and I'll happily use it fucking most of the time, man. Fucking play all sorts of games. Hell, we even play games together. So if you're not gonna buy me a PC, just don't bitch about it. Just wait, and I'll eventually get one. But there's no room in my apartment where I'm staying at the moment, so hopefully at some point I'll be moving into a different apartment. I've said that before, but I want to make sure that I get into a decent apartment, either closer to work or just a bigger one with more room for more setup. Because literally, I'll show you, I'll record it on my phone right now. Sorry about the mess, by the way, when you see this. So pretty much, we got my Xbox One. My Xbox One's down there. We got my Xbox 360, got my TV, got my bigger TV up there, and all these fucking wires in the back with my capture system in the back. It's pretty fucking hefty there. There's a lot of shit. So I really need a bigger space with a bigger desk so I can expand out my stuff. I really want just a big ass desk. If anything, I also wanted an extra kind of bookshelf kind of thing next to my desk, so that I mean, I don't own this desk that I've got right now. This just came with the apartment, but I want to get a desk, right? And then also want to get a bookshelf next to it, so then I can put my consoles in the bookshelf, kind of stack them up, because Xbox Ones can't stand up, unfortunately, or else I would have had it standing up next to my Xbox 360. Xbox One S's I can stand up, but mine's just a standard Xbox One. So originally I was going to, what I want to do is I want to get a bookcase, stack each of the consoles in there, and then neatly have all the wires kind of zip tied or sellotaped up, so that they're all nice and not all over the place and messy and gross. And have a nice and tidy desk, and have, I want to keep my Mac, I don't want to throw it away. I mean, if I can get every single file off of it and transfer it to a PC without any problems, then yeah, sure, I'd give away I'd give my Mac to them just to get some money off the PC if I could. If not, I'd probably keep both. I'll probably do editing and all that shit on my Mac, and then do like PC gaming on the PC. That's all I'd really use a PC for, you know? Like, I've got everything I need on my Mac right now, other than some of the games that are only PC made. So I'd only really actually use a PC for fucking gaming, really. That's all I'd really use it for. I wouldn't really use it for anything else. Maybe Microsoft Word or some shit, I don't know. But, yeah, I want a really big desk. I want a bookshelf to kind of have all my consoles set in. I kind of want the same setup as I've got right now, with the TV on the wall, the big TV on the wall. If not, well then have the desk in a different part of a room, and then have the big TV at the end of my bed, so that I could sit and lie on the bed with like a friend or a girl or whatever and watch TV or play games, even if it's just by myself, you know. Just, that's the kind of setup that I really want to have. I mean, that's kind of like my dream setup for an apartment. House is a bit more complicated, because my dream house will have like a lot of gaming references and gaming reference designs and level designs and shit like that. Like, I want, for example, I would like to walk down the hallway of the house and it would feel like you're in Rapture, you know, walking through those tunnels to the next areas. That would be really fucking cool. Not like, you know, like a fucking fish tank. I'm meaning like painted or something, you know, like, yeah. But, that's like my dream house, but we're not talking about that. But yeah, dream apartment, I'd like to have my big TV at the end of my bed, so I can play games and watch movies from my bed, but also with a wide enough space, so if I wanted to sit up either at the end of the bed or have a chair at the end of my bed, I could. And then have my desk in a different area with all my shit set up, with an extra bookshelf with all my consoles to kind of sit. See, this bookshelf here just has my games in it. It's literally just a big open chunk with a cupboard. That's it. Like, and I also want to get a bookshelf for games. I want to put a bunch of my games there. Also some souvenirs, like some statues and some collector's editions and shit like that. I mean, even though I've way past the time of getting the Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 1 collector's stuff, some of it's still floating around online, so I might even grab that stuff and put it up on that shelf as well. Games that I'm really passionate about, some Halo stuff maybe. So there's a lot of stuff I want to do, a lot of plans that I want to do, but I need a bigger apartment first. But since I'm earning money at the moment, at the moment anyway, let's see how long that goes, I may be able to achieve those goals at some point. It probably will be more achievable once I'm full-time, but we'll see how we go. It just really depends on what happens between now and the start of next year. But next year, I'm hoping to get my life together a little bit more. I probably won't be studying, but I will be working, and hopefully learning how to do some other stuff in my other time, like YouTube, making more music videos, making more animations for my personal channel, for my Shadows Productions channel. I also want to get into costume and prop designing. I want to start making costumes and props and go to conventions and go as like, I really want to do this thing where every convention I want to go as a different Dark Souls boss out of all the Dark Souls games. Maybe even Bloodborne as well. But the Bloodborne bosses look a little bit more challenging to actually cosplay. So the Dark Souls ones seem a little easier because most of them are somewhat humanoid. So it could be pulled off. But yeah, there's a lot of really, really cool stuff that I want to do. And hopefully I can start achieving some of those goals next year. I do finish course, I think, on the 25th of November. So hopefully I can get into full-time then, and then really start shaping my life together. But I just want to have fun for the next few years before I ever think about settling down and getting serious and all that shit. I mean, I'm not really in any hurry to have kids or get married or anything like that. I mean, I want to be a dad one day. I want to have kids one day. I want to get married one day, but I'm in no rush to do that. I just want to have fun, have a bit more freedom. And when you have money and you have a decent apartment and all that shit, you can get a lot more freedom, and I've been wanting that. I haven't really had that. I mean, I've had a little bit of that, a little bit of a taste of it, living in this apartment, but I want a lot more than what I've got now, a lot more freedom within that. And so if I get a bigger apartment with a full-time job, I'll have a lot more freedom to try new things, try new foods even, and just do all sorts of cool shit that I've always wanted to do. But we'll see how we go. I mean, life can never go according to plan. Shit can never go according to plan at all. Sometimes shit will go downhill. Sometimes shit will fuck up. Sometimes plans won't work. Sometimes people tell lies. Promises aren't kept. A lot of shit can go down. But what you got to do is either have a backup plan, or just kind of go with the flow, so that if shit doesn't go right for you that you originally planned, you'll be able to calmly figure out an alternative without stressing out too much and destroying yourself, you know. That's pretty much all I really wanted to say, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to go and edit this video, upload it, and play some Burnout Paradise. I'm going to do some achievement hunting in that as much as I can, because just kind of jumping over to games. I feel like I'm in the mood for racing games at the moment, so I'm going to do some racing games. They're not retail discs either, but it's still, if I 100% them, I can delete them off my hard drive and make room for other games. I may even make a games with gold. I might actually quickly check if I can download the games with gold now. Yeah, so the Escapist is now available from the 16th of the 10th to the 15th of the 11th on the Xbox One. I'm not going to get that. I've got it on the computer, so I've already bought it. I might as well just play it on the computer because someone wanted me to do a child-friendly episode of that. But I am going to download I Am Alive and make a video of that probably after I've uploaded this video. And that's available from the 16th of the 10th to the 31st of the 10th. Awesome! I want to play this game so bad. Okay, so I'm going to download that shit. Anyway, I'm going to go, so yeah, I'm going to download that and make a video on that. So that's pretty much an up-to-date of what I've been up to lately. Nothing else has really changed, you know, other than, like, job, and, yeah, stuff's been going pretty good. It's looking up, you know, so that's good. If you have any questions, or you want me to have a chat, you know, just leave a comment. Good luck with that. Anyway, I'm going to go. There's a lot of stuff I want to do in the future. Hopefully, when I'm getting paid more regularly, I'll be able to do games on release as well. So, like, instead of playing all the games like when they're out of, like, kind of style, like when Last of Us has been out for ages now, I didn't get to play it when it came out, so there wasn't really much hype towards my channel to watch a video of that. So, like, from now on, hopefully, when a new game comes out, I'll be able to get it pretty much as soon as it comes out and be able to make an episode on it. So then people have, you know, there'll be a little bit more traffic towards my channel, because people will be like, oh shit, this game just came out. Oh, look, Shadow just made a video on it. Blah, blah, blah. You know, so there'll be a lot more, I feel there'll be a little bit more traffic to that. So that's a good thing about having a job, is that you can actually have the money to be able to do that now. And also, I want to, I forgot to mention, I want to, at some point, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I want to try to. I might as well throw the idea out there now. But I'm going to try to get a hold of a PlayStation 2 and a PlayStation 1, or emulate them or something, or just work out a way and try to be able to record some older retro gameplay, like really, really old school gameplay. I want to play some Abe's Odyssey. I want to play some Crash Bandicoot. There's like Small Soldiers. There's a lot of old school games that I really want to try jump back into, and hopefully even make some videos on. So don't look forward to that in the future, because it may or may not happen, but it's something that I have got in the back of my mind that I have been thinking about doing. But I want to kind of sort out my Xbox One first, because I've got it now, because I really want to fucking start filming John, Shadow, and Halo again, and get the Halo series cracking again, because I haven't played any of the Master Chief Collection or Halo 5 yet, because I'm saving my first reaction for when me and John film it together. So I haven't touched Halo ever since, you know, fucking years ago. Well, like ages, not years, but like ages ago. Haven't touched Halo 2 since the original Halo 2. Haven't been playing any of the Halos, and I'm saving my nostalgic reaction for each Halo game once we start doing John's Shadow and Halo again. I don't know how I feel about Halo 5 though. I may not be nostalgic, or maybe just bitching about how 343 sucks, but you know. Anyway, so I am gonna go now, so I just sort of give you that little extra add-on there. I've been talking for a lot longer than I thought I would be. Editing maybe cut it down a little bit more, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go, so please leave a like if you should enjoy it, subscribe more, it'll help me out a lot. See you in the next episode of whatever I make. Stay awesome, I love you all, and bye-bye. Show you, because the first episode is always like a show and tell and like an update on what I've been up to, like in between episodes. So this sword, I got this from using the Guardian Dragon's soul. And it's a really fucking cool sword, and also check out its special attack. What a lot of shit to talk about.